Hey y'all, Nico here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. I'm Nico. Today's video is yoga for nurses and doctors. I was inspired to do this video because I have a lot of nurse and doctor friends, and I know that it can not only be physically taxing, but it can at times be emotionally taxing. So this practice is going to focus on helping you stretch and open up your body, and then we'll end in a short meditation with a couple of affirmations that you can use every day if you like. So let's go ahead and get started in a comfortable seated position. You can sit however you like. If you'd like to sit cross-legged like me, you can. And if you feel like your knees are kind of raised in your cross-legged position, grab a couple of pillows or something that'll elevate your hips. That'll help open you up and give you some better posture. Let the shoulders be relaxed away from the ears, chin parallel to the floor. Close your eyes or lower your gaze to the floor. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Deep inhale through the nose. Fill the chest, fill the belly with air. Exhale out the mouth. One more deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Let's come back to our natural breath again. Releasing control over the breath, just letting it flow. Letting it flow in and out of your nose if you can. From here, take your right hand, rest it on the ground beside you, and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. For this next stretch, you can stay here, or your left hand can gently rest on the side of your head. Not pulling on the head, our hand is just being used as a weight. And you can even go further by nodding the head back and forth. Giving you a different sensation here. Good. Come back to stillness. Release the left hand. Rest it down on the ground. Let's drop our right ear to our right shoulder now. Staying just as you are, or gently resting your right hand on the side of the head. And if you like, you can find a gentle nod. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale, release the right hand, bring the head back to neutral. Let's take the hands, rest them on the knees or on the legs. We're going to work through some seated cat-cow. So roll the shoulders forward. Bring the chin down to the chest, round the spine. And then roll the shoulders back, arch the spine, lift the chin. Take an inhale here. Exhale back to that first position. Round the spine, chin down to the chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chin. Arch the spine. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Let's do a couple more rounds on our own with our breath. Come back to a neutral spine again. And we'll make our way up to hands and knees for child's pose, also known as balasana. So bring your big toes together, your knees wide. If your hips are tight, bringing a couple of pillows behind you, resting them underneath your hips will help you get into child's pose. And we're going to float our hips back towards our heels and extend our arms forward. You can also keep your hips more lifted. If your hips are tight, that's totally fine. So melt your chest down towards your mat. Let your forehead rest on your mat. Let your arms relax. Good. From your child's pose, tent your fingertips. So come up on your fingertips and bring your gaze forward. So your chin is facing their mat and will kind of melt down in between the shoulders. So that'll give us a nice little shoulder stretch here. I like to kind of move side to side. Take an inhale. Exhale, float your body forward. Bring your knees underneath your hips again. So coming to a table position on all fours. And then we're going to tuck our toes underneath behind us. And try to sit back on your toes if you can, or back on your heels. If this doesn't feel good for you, you could kind of rock back and forth between sitting on your heels and coming forward. So kind of doing this backward and forwards motion if sitting on your heels is too intense for the knees or the quads. But if it feels okay, we'll just sit on the heels. This will stretch our toes. It'll stretch our feet. Sometimes you may have long hours where you're on your feet. So stretching the toes and the feet is great. If this feels okay and you want even more, you can bring the hands behind you and kind of lean your body back, lifting the chin up towards the sky. So give you an even deeper stretch and give you a quad stretch too. But it's optional. You can keep rocking back and forth to the hands if that feels okay. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift your weight forward again. Come back to all fours. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Take an inhale, extend this right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, flip the palm upward, bring it behind the left arm. Let your right ear and right shoulder come down to the ground. Your left hand can stay resting on the ground, or bend that left arm behind your back if you want to go a bit deeper. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down to the ground, press back up to table position, and we'll do that on the other side. Take an inhale, extend the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, flip the palm upward, bring it behind the right arm. Left ear, left shoulder, come down to the ground. And you can keep that right hand grounded or bend that right arm behind your back to deepen your stretch. Good. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, right hand comes back down to the ground. We'll press back up to a table position. From here, let's take our right foot, step it up in between the hands, and we'll sweep both arms up for low lunge, anjaneyasana. So sweep the arms up, and maybe you sink a little bit deeper into this right knee. It'll give you a good stretch in the front of that left hip, maybe in your psoas. I really like this stretch for that area. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands down on either side of the front foot. Heel toe your right foot towards the center a bit and start to shift your weight back for half split. So come up on your heel, let your right toes point up towards the sky. Your right leg doesn't have to be completely straight. Just straighten it as much as you can. Inhale, lift the chest, open the heart. Exhale, melt down towards this right leg. If you want to go a bit deeper and it feels okay for you, you can sit all the way back on this left heel. That's completely optional. The first position is just fine and equally as effective. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift your weight forward again. Let's step this right foot back and do the same thing on the other side. So left foot steps up in between the hands. Sweep both arms up. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Bend a bit deeper into this left knee if you like. Feel that nice stretch in the front of the right hip. Take another inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down on either side of the front foot. Heel toe it towards the center a bit and start to shift your weight back. Point those left toes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, melt down towards this left leg. Remember, you can have a bend in your left knee if you need to. It can be a big bend or a smaller bend. If you want more, you can sit all the way back towards the heel. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Step this left leg back, making your way back to a table position. And then we're going to come down to our back for our final stretch. However you get there is fine. Hug your knees into your chest to start, rocking side to side. From here, release your knees, bring your arms out wide on either side of your body, and then bend at your elbows with the palms facing upward, creating this cactus shape. Float the knees over the hips, so bring them to a 90-degree angle, and then we'll let both knees fall over to the right side. You might get a nice little back pop here. Try to keep your left shoulder as close to the ground as you can. If it starts to lift, you can bring a pillow underneath the shoulder. You can also bring a pillow underneath the knees if you need to. Take an inhale. Exhale the knees back to center. And let's let them fall over to the other side, over to the left side. Same thing on this side. Trying to keep that right shoulder grounded if you can. Take an inhale. Exhale, hug those knees back into your chest. Squeeze your body into a little ball. Inhale, hold. Exhale, let's release to our final resting pose, Shavasana. So your feet will reach towards the bottom corners of your mat. Your arms will rest at your sides, palms facing upward. Just relaxing here. You also have the option to come to a seated position if you prefer to be seated. Place one hand over the heart and one hand over the belly to help you feel the breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. Take another deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Take one more deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. And come back to your natural breath again. And while you're here, I'll say some affirmations to you, which you can repeat silently to yourself or aloud. I am doing my best every day. I am valuable and essential. I am calm and capable. Take an inhale, breathe in those affirmations. Exhale, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, waking up the body. And if you're laying down, roll over onto your favorite side using your arm as a pillow. Just taking a moment to reflect on your practice and to extend some gratitude towards yourself for this act of self-care and self-love today. And when you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seat once again. And together we'll sweep the arms up overhead. Inhale, let the hands meet. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Namaste. Okay guys, thank you for joining me for this practice. If you are a nurse or a doctor, or if you just enjoyed this practice, leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought about this practice. Also, feel free to comment what type of stretches you need for your body or what areas feel tight or experience tension throughout the day, and I can make another practice for you focusing on those areas as well. Check the links in my description box about joining my channel as a member, Black Yogi Nico Marie merch, and there's also a link to my DJ channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace and love.